folks. Glad you could be here with us on NBA 2K. Tonight we have a chance to see a My Player build breakdown and see if he's got what it takes. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the Golden State Warriors. Along with our so-called expert color commentators, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. What are you guys looking forward to the most tonight?
Other than more compliments from you, Blake, I mean, obviously, it's total focus on this My Player build. See where his game is, and perhaps try to see where he fits.
Beyond the talent, Brian, I want to see how much effort he gives. How much does he want it? He can have all the skills in the world, but when we tip it off, you're facing off with the best in the world. So you have to play with some fire.
Here's Curry. All right, so with any new player on a team, you look at his skill set, his stats, and the trends that drive a lot of the expectations for performance. But how much can one rely on that to tell them how a player will function on a new team?
Yeah, well, Blake, this is where I put on my scout and agent cap. I mean, you can look at numbers all you want, but ultimately, you need to see how he plays in person, and that's why we're here.
And not everything can be seen in just one game. Sometimes you need to play multiple games. Try various sets, various plays. Play with the lineups to see exactly where a new piece can fit. There's a lot to consider, really. Tonight's going to be fun.
I love that recognition from Steph Curry. Has a good understanding for when to shoot and when to give it up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Morant. Foul called, that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw.
Personal foul.
Going up strong inside demonstrates his confidence. Morant not afraid of physical contact.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. And in the first, little over a minute and a half.
And you just know this will energize his teammates. And it's always awesome when a point guard like my player throws it down like that.
Pass to Jackson. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way. He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve.
All right, picture this. You've got a My Player as a point, and your teammate is former MVP Steph Curry, perhaps the best point guard in the game. What skills do you need or should you have?
Well, remember back to when Steph was drafted, he was seen as a shooter, not a pure point, and he is still deadly off the ball, running on screens and getting open. So being able to ball handle and find Steph running off picks is big. Just make sure to get to the ball. Just make sure to get him the ball quick. With all the attention he gets, he has to get shots off in a hurry.
The other angle is when Steph has the ball, move. Curry is best in a motion offense, so make sure you're learning how to run off of screens, set back picks, and really run offensively. If you do all that, I think it'll work out, because remember, Steph can operate as an off guard.
Now here's My Player. 7 points in the game.
And terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be worrying about him next time they take it inside, too. That's what great defenders will do to you.
Here's Morant. Sinks the three-pointer.
This is a shot Morant can drill. If you're not out on him, he's going to make you pay.
Curry. He's covered by Morant. Here's Mendez. Some solid defense from Jackson. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
And stolen by My Player. Now the Warriors moving it up. And you can count it. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
I think My Player's offensive skill set can go beyond just dishing the rock. Check out his toughness on the and one.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Memphis leading. Well, guys, if you're playing as a point guard on the same team as Draymond Green, how would you approach that?
Well, he does so much on the court, and he's easily one of the top point forwards we have in the league today. He puts a great assist number. So as a point guard, he just helps you shoulder the load of running the offense, and that can help you play looser out there.
Yeah, I think every point guard would appreciate playing with a guy like Draymond Green. Allowing the floor general to play off the ball can be a huge help sometimes. You just have to be ready to adjust offensively.
Look at my player showing his interior game. You can't give up these kind of looks.
Inside. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
He can time his passes so perfectly. What an assist.
My player from deep. That's his 6th field goal today. With that make, he's 6 for 11.
If my player can stretch the floor and distribute accordingly, he'll be making noise in this league for a while.
And so here's Golden State. Pass to Curry. And that goes out of bounds. Golden State will take possession.
That pass just had a little bit too much feet on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, that was going to be a tough catch for either of them. I mean, these are basketball players, not wide receivers.
Now here is Curry. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy of this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game. He found the perfect spot behind the arc. A big gap for defense.
Pass to Jackson. Brooks. Covered by my player. To stop the run. Blocked. Basket number 8 for him on 13 attempts. And that's a 60% clip so far.
What a move from my player, demonstrating that he can be creative with the rock. Terrific job defending the bucket that time. It's not an easy task stopping that fellow when he's headed to the rim.
We've seen some great shots.
The Grizzlies, 15.
And kind of digesting what we saw in the first quarter, let's talk about my player's performance up to this point.
Well, you might want to come out aggressive, but he may have been a little too aggressive. Too
You don't see that kind of explosiveness from point guards every day. My player showing off the hops.
How is this for an MVP? Go with a point and run with NBA champion Klay Thompson. I mean, it worked out pretty well for Steph Curry, right?
Yeah, I'd say it has. I think Klay is the perfect off guard. He doesn't require the rock a lot. Klay is an unreal defender, maybe the best on the perimeter in the league. And he's just so laid back. You never have to worry about keeping him happy.
But it's important to still get him his touches, Tim, because as the point guard, you're going to have the ball a lot. And it's essential to keep Klay engaged throughout the game. Get him looks and get him the touches he's used to seeing. Also, I think shooting would help, because we've seen how many titles the Warriors have won by pairing elite shooting next to Klay Thompson. I'm such a fan of the fire Green plays with. He does not let his man get comfortable.
And the basket is good.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
And stolen by my player. And the Warriors, another three.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Knocked away. And out of bounds for Golden State basketball. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Stolen by Dylan Brooks. And too long on the shot.
He can't get anything to drop. The way he's going, it's probably not something you should try to shoot his way out of.
I'm sure his teammates would agree with that, Tim. Last thing they want to see him doing is shooting it more.
I think he had some coaches that felt the same way.
Shot clock at 5. Here's my player. The Warriors again can't hit. After 5 straight finals, the Warriors ended up with the worst record in a miserable 2019-2020 campaign. But what could Golden State use to get back into that championship contention?
Well, starters-wise, the Warriors are set in the backcourt with a hopefully healthy backcourt of Klay Thompson and former MVP Steph Curry. So to get playing time there, you need to be a star. But this is a roster that is void of quality wings. It could really use some help there.
Yeah, and in terms of Golden State's play style, I think the ideal skill set for a future Warrior is shooting and passing. Because we know Steve Kerr is a pass-first coach, so playing iso ball or playing greedy, that's not going to work if you're trying to crack a spot in this team's rotation.
Have to commend the unselfish attitude of Ja Morant. I like how he recognized that his man was open.
And just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Brooks. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. High player left side. Fires from deep. And it's Brooks with the rebound. On the wing, Ja Morant. Back to Brooks. Pass to Jackson.
Remaining in the first half.
My player.
2 minutes.
That one off the back iron and out. And hard that time, and he'll get 2 shots at the line.
As a guard, you have to hit your free throws, and my player won't get a pass like a lot of bigs do, and he understands that.
And he hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. The move across the bay from Oakland to San Francisco did not go according to plan for Golden State. It was really just a lost year in the Warriors.
Yeah, I guess they can't make the finals every year, but seriously, what a frustrating season. Klay Thompson had that ACL injury suffered during the 2019 finals. He never got to play. Steph Curry with that hand injury early in the season, he barely played. Just about everything went wrong for the Warriors.
And the one silver lining in the Warriors situation, Tim, after those 5 straight finals and all those heavy playoff minutes that Steph and Klay were involved in, they got to rest. They got to recoup. And now, I think they're going to be even hungrier going into this season.
Down low, Mendez. The basket good off the assist from Curry.
And look at my player. He's cooking with grease and showing no signs of letting up.
Pass to Jackson. It's rebounded by Mendez.
He's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power through the defense.
Clock at 6. Here's Looney. The 17-footer. The shot, no good. A one-on-one situation. Morant outside. With the floater, that one goes in.
How about Ja Morant displaying his delicate touch? You gotta love when he lets the floater just roll off his fingertips. It's beautiful.
That'll do it for the first half.
The
Warriors
Grizzlies
ahead, leading by 9. And here at the halfway point, how would you evaluate my player's game this far?
He's been unstoppable scoring the ball, making great decisions, and executing at a high level.
And no reason to go away from him until something changes. I like what coaches do. Just continue to feed the beast.
Pass to Jackson. Morant. To the inside. He falls through, making him 6 for 11 in this contest.
It's been an extremely efficient, productive game for him, but even he can't do it all by himself.
The shot comes out.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Pass to Jackson. Yep, that
Jackson
goes.
Jr.
An active finisher
pressure around the basket. Jackson's usually working on something down low.
Mendez. And he drops in the layup off glass.
He's been able to find the open man every trip down the floor.
Yeah, it sure has seemed like it. Great day passing the basketball for him.
Back to my player. Count that one.
And the strength to finish that one off. My player, you aren't going to hold him down.
Pass to Brooks. Shoots it. A rebound by Green. The Warriors with the lead. Here's my player. And he banks in the layup.
It's a one-man show out there, guys. Looks like he's willing to handle all the offensive duties for them.
Brooks with it. And stolen by my player. And he uses the glass on the way up.
And quick lead from my player. That opportunistic attitude on defense will go a long way in this league in establishing himself as a player.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And the technical free throw is good. Jackson, pass to Brooks. 5 to shoot. Now here is Morant. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. Another shot. And once again, off the mark by Memphis. Here's my player. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Look, as a point man, you have got to be a quick thinker. I think that helps my player on the catch and shoot as well.
Pass to Brooks. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That lead pass allowed him to get to the rim in perfect stride.
And here is Wiggins. Curry. He's covered by Morant. To the middle. Mendez.
And suddenly, they're overflowing with confidence in the offensive end, getting everything to drop.
They're getting everything to drop, and at an ideal time. They're poised for a terrific crunch time run in this game.
Memphis calls timeout.
He's seen enough scoring in the paint and wanted to send a clear message to his team. Lock things up inside.
Yeah, you're right, Tim. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all those points coming against them in the paint.
And maybe it's more help. It's the front of player. They've got to try something.
Pass to Brooks. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Mendez.
What a sweet play there. My player pulling off dribble moves that you want your point guard going for.
Two minutes remaining in the
Fires
third.
from 18. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple. Brooks from outside. Connects from three-point range.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did that.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook and saved up.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Built up a lead. And here we go. It's showtime.
To the victors go the spoils.
Yes, indeed. And hey, why not? The more plays they make like that, the more they're going to have these guys on the ropes.
Wiggins left side. Mendez misses. And the Grizzlies with possession to the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
Maybe a momentum changer right here, guys.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, a dunk like that can get in the perfect stack a little bit. Trust me, I saw this all the time when I was playing.
And this is his fourth trip to the free throw line tonight. The first one falls.
At the line for the Warriors.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Now Morant, he's got 9. Pass to Jackson. Brooks pulls up, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had a very efficient offensive performance.
And who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting.
Yeah, he's kept them in it.
And out of bounds. what stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Shot clock at 6. My player from deep. And it's Memphis with the rebound.
Now, sometimes you just want to show off your range.
We already know how good his range is, so he shouldn't be firing from that.
That's the end of it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Warriors ahead. They lead by 13. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this was some artistry right here. Great decision on where to go with the ball and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way, Tim. It's true team basketball.
It's just so much fun to watch.
And only 1 quarter remaining. Let's talk about what my player's done and what he might need to improve on down the stretch.
Well, he's done an incredible job of shouldering the load in terms of scoring. And anytime they need a bucket, they feel confident they can go to him.
I'm impressed with his body language, his confidence. It just seems so in control of everything he's doing out there.
Banked in off the glass.
Oh, man, that wasn't easy. But in the end, my player did a fantastic job staying in control.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Here's my player. My player improves it down.
What a beautiful way to polish that sequence off. Strong to the rack.
Well, that just puts a little more momentum on their side.
And 2 more points.
This defense is going to have to toughen up. You can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that. Come on.
Here's Mendez. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
4th personal foul.
It goes on Jaron Jackson.
Attacking the defense, drawing fouls. Now, look, point guards are usually passive, but that aggressive approach is also necessary. Heads up play by my player.
Morant, Curry covering. And a foul called on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. And it's triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be real tough. The action is so fast. It's really tough to catch everything right in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if the coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put into reviewing, double-checking, and the game continues on. It looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
No good on the second free throw. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Here's Mendez. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Jackson. Morant with the ball. Curry picks him up. And finished off by Brooks.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows great imagination.
Outside Curry. Wiggins. My player with it. And it's blocked! We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Golden State foul. Kevon Looney. 1st personal foul. 2nd team foul. Shooting for Memphis.
And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both from the stripe. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th.
Showing the ability to create for himself. My player sees the lane, and let's the defense know they can't sleep on him there.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Here's the three. And it's Ja Morant with the rebound. Pass to Brooks. Lets the three fly. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Memphis basketball.
On defense, the Warriors. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Mendez. Here's Looney. Laid in with a nice touch on the glass.
Well, that's my player's vision on full display, and he's showing that he's capable of running an offense.
Back to Morant. Shoots over Curry. Morant, good.
Morant.
Well, he, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace.
Mendez, shot is good.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, just keep feeding him the rock.
Morant can't hit from in close.
After the nice move to get down the lane, he found a whole lot of congestion in there.
High player outside. And it's Memphis with the rebound. On the wing, Ja Morant. Curry covering. Comes up empty down low. And Golden State has possession. The lead is 15. Pass to Jackson. Over Wiggins. Puts the move on. Yep. Count it.
Jaren Jackson
Active
Jr.
inside, and with that monster frame, Jackson had no trouble finishing through contact.
Here's my player. Misses the layup.
Well, you love the tough D, especially inside.
Yeah, that's exactly what he gives you, constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And they grab their own miss. Morant, no good. And so here's Golden State. It's a 13-point game. Good on the triple.
A terrific job tonight, Ryan, of just taking care of business on their home court.
And those fans had a hand in the win. They gave this team a big lift all game. There was a great energy in the building.
Yeah, just your ears still ringing when you leave.
So we see the Warriors taking the W here.
A comfortable win. Thanks in large part to the play of my player. To take him away from this game, I think it's a close one. He had it working tonight.
I mean, look, if we can see my player play like this every night,